BetUS for sponsoring this video. As you can see, the Week 3 odds are already up. You got BetUS bringing you the best odds with the quickest service. You go check out that Week 3 matchup for your Baltimore Ravens. You can see you can grab the pick'em and the over. You throw that in a nice little parlay, throw $100 down on that, and it's going to net you $252. When that hits, you got two teams that are going to be angry coming off losses. I think this goes to a high-scoring affair. Go ahead, lock that in. Check out all of the lines that are already up there. Use code YouTube150 for a 150% deposit match on your first three deposits up to a total of $2,000. That's money straight in your pocket that you can put on bigger bets. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome into Road Graders, powered today by BetUS, and we are going to be doing our Fixing the Offensive Line series. We're going to be taking a look at a couple positions where I think they can fix this O-line. I don't think things are that far gone because they have a couple guys that are absolute studs, like Tyler Linderbaum, like Ronnie Stanley, who looks like his normal self. But today we are going to be starting this morning with the right guard position, taking a look at Daniel Falele and putting out the case for why I think they need to move on from him and basically bring in someone new. I don't really... John Harbaugh had a quote yesterday where he's basically saying Daniel beat out Ben Cleveland. I don't really know how Ben Cleveland didn't really get an opportunity, but nonetheless, that's his story. He's going to stick to it. That's fine. But I'm just showing you why I think this game was so bad for Daniel Falele. I think some people think I'm overreacting. That's all right. Let's go into the tape. So I'm actually going to start. This is going to be this is kind of the culmination of this game. So this is the sack at the, Q4, 3:38 left. So it was 1st and 10. This was the drive before they ended up, giving up the Daniel Carlson field goal. So they come out on 1st and 10. If you guys want to question why the hell are they running it, I completely hear you. I was shocked why are they throwing it? Completely hear you. This is where you need to use Derrick Henry to run out the clock. But nonetheless, pass play gets called, and the result is a sack. And let's take a look at how it happened. They're going to motion Ricard across, and Max Crosby's just going to come in for a stunt. And this is just one of those things where, if you guys watch my prep video on Max Crosby and on the Raiders defense, this is what they do so well. So we're going to get, the four-tech here. He's going to attack upfield. Falele is going to commit to him. McCary's going to step outside to Crosby. Crosby's going to just come inside. And it's pretty simple. McCary takes over the four-tech. Falele has to, put that stop sign up and take a post step inside. Just like that, cut off Crosby. He barely gets a hand on him, and it's just an easy path into Lamar Jackson. The more frustrating thing is you can kind of see right there, check down is opening up. Nice little yardage here. That would have been an easy pitch and catch. Quite a bit of open field there. I don't think that's, it's probably going for 6 yards, I'd say, 6-7 yards. Derrick Henry's getting that with a little bit of space. So, it's just, the problem is that this happened all game. Daniel Falele can't process a stunt. Doesn't even see it. Just runs right by him. And, whiffs and not processing stunts. So now let's take a look at 3 other stunts. So on this one, it's going to be an interior stunt. And this one doesn't end nearly as bad as it could have. So it's going to be Christian Wilkins is out here as a four-tech again, and he's just going to cut across the offensive line. So as soon as he crashes inside, Falele is going to block him by, basically putting up the inside stop sign, and 69 is going to wrap. So as he does this, and it's there's a couple things going on here. They're going to do a half-line slide to the left. So you're going to get Tyler Linderbaum working left, which is where the first cut man's coming. So he's going to come, he's going to cross face. If I'm Daniel Falele in this scenario and someone's crossing my face like this, I have to be prepared for that stunt. And, it's just this was working against Tyler Linderbaum on this one because his head's looking that way because of what the slide protection call is. So as soon as Falele is going to pass him off, Linderbaum's going to have to overtake the inside right here at this point. But Linderbaum does get his head up. Watch his head turn inside right. See if we can find it. So his head does go inside, and he sees that start to come. So as that happens, Falele has to pass off and then look up for the loop. And he just doesn't see it at all. Now, what made this play not so bad is you're going to get Max Crosby rushing at Roger Rosengarten, and you're going to get a chip from the running back. And so that forces Max Crosby to cut inside. So as he does, Rosengarten's able to follow him, and he pushes Max Crosby right into 69. Let's say he continues on an outward path. The running back's not there. This entire B gap, because of how deep Rosengarten's going out to get to Max Crosby, that is a clear path right at Lamar Jackson. But luckily, they end up running into each other. Actually ends up in a catch. Hell of a play by Lamar Jackson. But again, it was a complete lack of recognition that loop's even coming. Gonna get another one here. So this time, you're gonna get the linebacker is gonna attack the inside shoulder as the knife, and you're gonna get Christian Wilkins looping. So as that happens, Daniel Falele, again, ball is out quick here. Not a big deal, batted down, but Falele doesn't even see it. Falele does not even see it. You can see it. And he's going to get up. He's going to get his hand out. So it's like he's feeling for it, but he doesn't see it. And as Linderbaum is going to come off his man right there, so Linderbaum's going to pass him, and then Linderbaum's going to pick up the looper, and Linderbaum does it masterfully. But Falele just literally has no clue that's his man now. And so, again, if Lamar has to hold on to that ball at all, they're screwed. He's getting cooked. Get into another one here. Again, one that was mitigated. So it's going to be a cross between 69 and Christian Wilkins again. So you're going to get 69 knifing, Christian Wilkins wrapping. And Falele does not see this. Now, I know it didn't end poorly because 69 jumps. You see him jump right there. So Falele is able to, line him up. But just watch Falele through this rep. He has no clue this man knifes on him. See? He just happened to end up jumping and landing in front of him. And again, he's got his hand out. He's got that left hand out, that inside hand out. So it's like he knows it could come. He wants to be able to feel it. But he's too slow to be able to react to anything. He's too flat-footed. So that's kind of those reps in a nutshell. The stunts killed him all night. He did have a couple that he picked up, for sure. I know that's going to be the counter. But he did pick up a few, sure. But overall, struggled to pick them up all night. And then on 1st and 10 with 3:38 left, he doesn't see Max Crosby, their best defensive player, coming, and gives up a bad sack. Now we're going to get just kind of whiffs here. So this is just plays where he doesn't even get his hands on a guy. So this is going to be a screen. You can see guys letting their player go. Isaiah Likely is going to push. They're going to get guys going out as blockers. Falele stays in. So, on some screens, not all offensive linemen go out, right? So that's fine. But he's going to step outside. Wilkins is going to cross his face. Now, what you want to do in a normal screen is you want to pop the guy, and then as soon as he starts to try and make a counter move, you push him back that way, or basically let him win, because that initial pop is going to give enough time for blockers to set up. Daniel Falele doesn't even do anything here, and then he turns his back to the play and chases him. So if he's staying in to block, fine, but you never turn your back to the play. And, if it's a screen, then he's not getting out. So he didn't do anything on this play. And then on this one, again, we're just going to completely whiff on Christian Wilkins, lined up as a 3-tech on his outside shoulder. And he just runs around him. Lamar makes a little bit of magic happen here. He's going to throw back across his body, hit Zay Flowers. Beautiful throw, beautiful creation there. But again, he's going to get out, and Christian Wilkins is just going to swipe his hands. So he's going to use that outside hand right here to move that outside wrist in. And Falele, who has 36 inch arms. By the way, if anyone ever wants to go on about arm length, just show them this. Arm length doesn't mean shit if you don't know how to place your hands. His feet are slow, doesn't hit his punch. Christian Wilkins he recovered. Give him credit there. He put him to the ground, but he just whiffed. He completely doesn't even get his hands on him. Get into another rep here. So he's going to follow Christian Wilkins inside. McCary's got to go outside. They're going to bring Trevon Mooring on a delayed blitz, and he's got to be able to get out to him, and he just completely whiffs again. Ball comes out. Again, this isn't a pressure event. This isn't going to be recorded in those stats. This is just very bad. It's similar to what we just saw. He just completely misses his punch. He's too slow. Can't get his hands on the guy. And then this one I just threw in because I think overall he handled Christian Wilkins' bull rush. But again, we're talking arm length, we're talking technique. He's just going to give up his chest, and then you get the 6'9" guy just popped up, and he's just relying on sheer girth here. And that's really his only saving grace, is that he's so big that he's hard to move and he's hard to get around. So that's really what he brings to the table as a player, is just sheer girth, sheer strength, which are obviously good things, but he doesn't use his hands well. He whiffed on numerous blocks. He couldn't process a stunt. It's just not good football. They need to find a solution, because a couple of those plays, especially on those stunts, those are ones that Lamar's getting hit on. There was 2 plays there where, other circumstances happened within the stunt where Lamar didn't take a shot, but those can quickly add up. You get a guy like Micah Parsons, you get a guy like TJ Watt, guy like Myles Garrett. Those are guys we're gonna see 5-6 times coming up. Not to mention Trey Hendrickson's coming up. We got a rough schedule. I think they need to make a change here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and as always, hit subscribe. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Peace out, everyone.